Yeah, Jeff Keighley has done it again with the Game Awards of 2023. To me, this year has been the best year of gaming in years, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. In a good while. I mean, we had games for every genre, bro. Everyone had their taste. Everyone had their taste, bro. You couldn't be not satisfied this year, bro. I don't know when this video is going up, but last night, me and the homeboys, we watched the Game Awards, and it was a good showing. I mean, you can't be mad at a bunch of game announcements that you don't care about. You can't. I'm gonna try my hardest not to talk about Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, bro, whatever they want to call it. I'm calling it Budokai Tenkaichi 4. Y'all already know that's my game. I played that so much as a kid. This year's game nominees, it was pretty obvious who was gonna win the game of the year, the big one. To me, it was between two. If I had to rank them, it was definitely between Baldur's Gate 3 and Zelda. Those were the two obvious choices. But if I had to bet on one before last night, I was gonna put all my money on Baldur's Gate, bro. Who was most likely to win? It would definitely be Baldur's Gate, Zelda, Alan Wake, Resident Evil, Spider-Man, and Mario. But I'm gonna get into that on why I rank it like that. Personally, I've only played 3 of them. I had to do my research on the other 3. Go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. If y'all like the Game Awards, I loved it. Loved it, it's crazy. I was kind of just sitting there the whole time. But it's always a good celebration of gaming, bro. You gotta pull up at the Game Awards if you're a gamer. If you're a gamer, you gotta pull up. But anyway, let's address the elephant in the room already. Spider-Man 2, bro. The one that won no awards. They got nominated for 7 awards and they didn't win a single one. And my reaction to that, personally, because I love the Spider-Man 2 game, I'm not surprised. Honestly, I'm genuinely not surprised. I don't think Spider-Man 2 is an amazing game. Don't get me wrong, bro. The story is banger. It has an amazing Marvel movie, comic book, big moments in it, bro, which makes it honestly better than the first 2. But those big comic book superhero moments kind of dragged it down a little bit, I feel like, because there were just so many. It felt like one of the recent Marvel movies. It kind of seemed like they were just kind of doing it for the oh shit moments, you know, and they didn't really put too much heart in it. I know y'all did, Insomniac and team. I know y'all put all y'all heart in it. It just didn't feel like y'all put that much heart in it compared to the other 2. There was also bugs in the game. I had many bugs, honestly. Nothing great game breaking, nothing to be like, oh man, I'm never playing this game. But there were bugs in the game, and that's why it didn't win. I used to be that person back in 2018 wondering how the hell Spider-Man did not win. Then I played God of War, and I understood why God of War won. God of War was an amazing game. I don't know, Spider-Man 2 was literally, other than Zelda, it was the most anticipated game of this year. And the fact that to me personally, if I had to compare Mario and Spider-Man, I'm only comparing those two because they dropped on the same day. Mario is low-key the better game because Mario is damn near perfect. I'm gonna get to it. It's damn near perfect, but the only reason people put Spider-Man over is because it's technically bigger, way bigger. I will admit that maybe they got robbed for the voice performance or whatever that award was. I haven't played Baldur's Gate 3. I've seen little clips of homeboy who won. What's his name? Neil something. And he did seem like he had an amazing performance. But of course, I didn't play Baldur's Gate 3, so I wouldn't know the full extent of it. But I know the full extent of my nigga Yuri. You were definitely second choice, bro. I don't know if that makes it any better, but you were definitely second choice. Alan Wake 2. Alan Wake 2 is just not... It's a huge game. It's an amazing game. It's just not, the IP itself is just not huge. Like when the game dropped, the only people I saw talking about it was the people like who played the first one, and you know, that's probably the one on this list that I've probably seen the least on Twitter, and it went by. It went by. But I think everybody who played it said it was top tier GOAT and it deserved every award it got, because I'm pretty sure it got, other than Baldur's Gate, I'm pretty sure it got the most awards. Other than Baldur's Gate, I think it got like 3 awards. And visually, that game looks amazing. Because I know the plot is, because I played a little bit of the first one. You know, I don't really Me personally, I didn't really mess with the first one. That's why I didn't pick up the second one. But maybe the second one could be cool. I might try it again. Takes place after the first game. I don't think you absolutely need to play the first game to play Alan Wake 2, but I'm pretty sure, of course, it would help the story go along. But I'm pretty sure Alan Wake has gotten trapped in another realm for the past 15, whatever, how many years. He's been trying to write himself out the realm, but it just hasn't worked. So now he has to write another character, which is that FBI lady, black lady we be seeing in the trailers. He has to write in that character into the narrative to help save him. That's so hard to me. I don't know, that story, that just hearing that out loud is just so fire, bro. Compared to the other five, it's just not as popular. I'll admit, I don't think it's as popular. Moving on to Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I love Mario Wonder, bro. Like I said earlier, I think if you look at each game individually, Mario's technically the better game. It has no flaws. It's literally perfect, bro. The only reason it doesn't win is because it's a 2D side scroller. It's not a huge thing, bro. Super Mario Bros. Wonder is a crazy step in the right direction that they need to keep going with all of their Mario games, honestly. Not even just 2D, bro. Because the last 4 2D Mario games has been basic. Y'all know this is a repeated thing that everyone keeps saying, but it is. It's the last 4 were basic. They all were samey, and they all just had no life, no charm, no life. And then they came out swinging with this one. They knew what they had to do, and they did it perfectly to get a nomination. 2D Mario getting a nomination, like what? Mario is a huge IP, but if we're talking game size, Mario is never meant to be some huge thing. It's definitely meant for you to pull up and play for a little bit, but it's never meant to be considered a serious, I don't even know if that's the right way to put it, because Mario's a serious contender. It always has been. If Mario's dropping, watch out. Mario's always gonna sell, bro. The fact that it got a nomination over other games that possibly could have got that's bigger in scale, but didn't, because Mario was just that nigga. On to Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4, I didn't play this one either, but the game, I've heard the game's amazing. This Resident Evil 4 is one of the best, well, it's claimed to be one of the best Resident Evil games, bro. People say it's the best Resident Evil. I think that they remade it too late. Niggas been asking for Resident Evil 4 remake since, like, the beginning of the PS4 days, I feel like. I don't even like, and they just now dropping it this year. They done went through so many remakes and re-releases. They done re-released a bunch on Switch. I don't even, 5, 6, 0, 1, Revelations, or whatever the hell it's called. They done remade from the ground up 2 and 3, and now they're finally doing 4. I just feel like people stopped caring because it's right when the game dropped, Resident Evil fans was on it, and then I'd say a week later, I didn't hear a thing about Resident Evil 4. But I've always heard, I want to play the Resident Evil series on the channel, bro. That's coming, bro. I think the only reason it didn't win is because the reason I just said, they waited too late to remake it, and I think people really started to not care. And the fact that it's a remake, it's not even an original game. So that would be insane if a remake won Game of the Year. But my boy Leon Kennedy looked fire, bro. That dude be like, Resident Evil didn't even win an award either. Zelda, I'm not gonna lie to you. Zelda was definitely the most anticipated game of this year. I think it won the anticipated award last year. And before Baldur's Gate dropped, I had no doubt in my mind that Zelda was gonna take it again. I knew Nintendo was gonna take it. And the opinion changed because shit. It's honestly insane how much you can do in Zelda. I know a lot of people were saying that they look like the same game. I don't understand what you expect. What were you expecting, bro? I mean, literally this entire list, there's literally only one game on this in all the nominees that isn't a sequel. And you expected, why was Zelda the one that was getting flagged for looking the same as the last one? I didn't really understand that. Spider-Man games all visually look the same, but if you played all 3 of them, you know that they have different stories, different fighting powers and shit. There was another Alan Wake 2. Alan Wake 2 is a sequel. But I mean, of course, that's not gonna look the same because Alan Wake 2 dropped in like 2010. So of course, I would hope 13 years later it looks a little different. It is the same Hyrule. I don't know if it's the same Hyrule. It's probably some things changed in the world. but you can go underground and you can go in the sky, and both of those worlds are huge as well. So the world from Breath of the Wild to Tears of the Kingdom technically triples. It's the fusion one where you can fuse the two weapons. Well, not the two weapons, but you can fuse the two things, bro. You can fuse the two anything in the world. Your weapons with another object. You can fuse a board with a rock, and the things you can make in this game, bro. It was so insane, bro. On Twitter, I seen clips of people making insane things that I look at the game and I'm just like, yeah, I don't think I would be able to beat this game because shit, bro. People be making things you can fly on, bro. People be making things you can skate on and stuff. Like, but I was for sure thought that Zelda was gonna win. But Baldur's Gate, Baldur's Gate 3, boy. And the things I've heard is just like, there's so many different ways you can go in the game. This Baldur's Gate 3 has 17,000 endings. You can do that much in the game where you can have 17,000 endings and it all still connect. Zelda can do a lot, but that's the reason why it lost. Baldur's Gate can just do more. That's the only reason it lost. Baldur's Gate does more than Zelda. You can do more in the game. And it's insane the amount of things you can do in Zelda. And the fact that I can say that you can do more in Baldur's Gate 3 than you can in Zelda. And that's why Baldur's Gate is your winner, bro. And that's why Baldur's Gate swept the competition. Niggas is mad on Twitter. You can honestly tell the people who don't do research on the other games and the people who's only played Spider-Man 2. The amount of people I see saying that Spider-Man 2 should have won Game of the Year is insane. Spider-Man 2 should not, I'm sorry, Insomniac, I love the game. I did a whole series on it. I didn't do a series on Baldur's Gate 3. I didn't even beat Tears of the Kingdom. I love Spider-Man 2. Look at all of the games. You have to look at the games, bro. Spider-Man's not better than Spider-Man's just not better than it. Spider-Man didn't even win 2018. It lost to God of War. That's the thing I was thinking about earlier too when I was at work, bro. There's always a bigger fish. There's always a bigger fish. God of War won in 2018. The sequel to God of War came out in 2022. Better than the first game. Ragnarok is better than God of War 2018. And Ragnarok lost to Elden Ring. There's always a bigger fish. 2017, Breath of the Wild won Game of the Year in 2017, Zelda, Breath of the Wild. The sequel, Tears of the Kingdom, miles bigger, miles better. Lost to Baldur's Gate 3. There's always a bigger fish. Did you hear me? Did you hear me, gaming community? That's the thing about gaming, bro. Let's just come together. Let's just come together, bro. I wish I had enough money to play all these games, though. I wish I had enough money, bro. I'm just not gonna spend all this money on these games. I'm not gonna lie. At least not right now. Next year ain't looking too crazy. I think right now, the only Game of the Year contestant for next year is probably Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It's the Game of the Year. That's the Game Awards, y'all. I might do another video talking about all the announcements. I need to go back to the list. But go and give the video a thumbs up, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the Game Awards. I did. It was cool. I always enjoy the Game Awards, y'all. Go ahead and give the video a thumbs up, share, friends, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Venus, fly, trap me in your arms, you listen to